questions so far?
No.
No?
Let's move on.
Okay. So, read the target for me, please, Destiny.
I can analyze how a text makes connections
Okay. I can analyze how a text makes connections between events with 90% accuracy. And this comes from the standard 8.3, RI 8.3. Analyze how texts make connections and distinctions between individuals, ideas, or events. Please quit tapping on the desk. Analyze how texts make distinctions and connections between individuals, ideas, or events. Example, through comparisons, analogies, and categories. So what we're getting ready to do, we're going to look at this model as I go through it. You're going to highlight with me on the model answer. Okay, no. Right now you're doing it individually. We'll get groups in just a minute.
Okay, we're gonna what?
You're going to highlight with me on model response. Okay? Who wants to read?
I do.
Haley, what?
Okay. Direct comparisons strengthen the author's argument by showing the connections between the government of ancient Rome and the government of the U.S. One connection made in the article can be found when the author states one of the most important ideas that the founders borrowed from their Roman forebears. Or I don't know.
You had it, forebears.
Yeah, was the principle that power should be divided between three branches of the government. This quote shows that the founding fathers were greatly influenced by the Roman government, and they used many of the same government strategies that Rome had in place since we were still in use of the principle. Separating powers between three branches of the government is still influenced by Roman government, and the government are still linked by the influence of Rome's government.
Okay. Direct comparison. Strengthen the author's argument by showing the connections between the government of ancient Rome and the U.S. government. What would that be? The answer. So what color are we highlighting, Matthew? Pink.
Oh, there we go.
Say pink.
Pink. So highlight with me.
You highlight very uneasy. Does it matter to me? Yes.
Okay, the next part. One connection made in the article can be found when the author states one of the most important ideas that the founders borrowed from their Roman forebears was the principle that power should be divided between three branches of government. What would that be?
Blue.
Which is, an example, sight.
So sights yellow.
No,
Show
that's-
insight.
Yellow show insight.
What is orange is explain.
Orange is explain.
So
With aces, you have answer. You have sight, explain, and then show insight. It's pink, blue,
yellow.
orange,
yellow.
orange, and yellow. So orange. Okay. This quote shows that the founding fathers were greatly influenced by the Roman government, and they used many of the same government strategies that the Rome government. And the governments are still linked by the influence. This influence.
That's yellow. They show me inside.
Okay, so that shows insight. How?
Because it's connected to the real world.
Absolutely. It connects to the world we're in today, right? I know that.
Can we just highlight the rest of the thing?
Yes, ma'am. Are there any questions on the model? Okay. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to get into your groups. I'm going to turn this off. You all have your own models. And there are still no questions, right? You're going to write one as a group this time.
We wrote one yesterday. It was this. Same
You're
way.
going back and you're writing another one.
But mine was
Ruber.
ruler.
You're writing another one. This is different. Seconds to get with your group. Facing each other. Get started writing. One sheet of paper for each person. Actually,
Taylor.
I'll pass out one person paper for each group.
Can we take this back in so we can highlight our own?
Yes.
Do we need to take our markers?
Yep.
Austin's lucky, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, he does.
Hey, does it? I'm starving.
Okay, I expect as you work through your groups, I need all eyes on me, everybody in your seat.
I didn't say that.
Excuse me.
Oh, really?
I thought we were going to have
I'm a mom.
Yes, ma'am, just take a seat.
My mom would put your ass.
Yes.
Okay. No, she won't. She's in jail.
I know she gets out of cheers. I told her about that.
Let's try that again. All right, all eyes on me, mouths closed. Ashley.
You'll be in high school.
Matthew. Ashley. All eyes on him again. All eyes on me, mouths closed. I'm not saying it again. Yes, the model is on the same. Yes. Sorry, I misunderstood your question. Okay, I'm gonna have to separate this group already. Okay, that makes you correct. Okay. In your groups, I expect you to stay at a level 1. I also expect you to. Matthew, thank you. I also expect you not to talk to anybody in your group. So what level are we on? With
You said nobody in our group.
One.
Other than the people in your group. Level 1, you're not talking to anybody other than the people in your group. Use this one, this one works. No, this one works. No one's Alright. Get started, you're gonna have I'm gonna give you, I still need eyes on me. I'm gonna give you, guys, I'm gonna give you 10 minutes. Okay? If you're quiet, I'll put music on. You need to go work with your group. Okay?
What?
You need to go work with your group.
My group's right here.
Work. You need a paper?
I have no idea what it is.
It's on my desk. Go get it. How are we doing? We're gonna peer grade and then we will. How are we doing?
Pretty good. Confused.
Why?
Like, are we just comparing like the governments of ancient Rome and our government? Or like,
Okay, I need all eyes on me for a second. All eyes on me for a minute. Thank you. Let me, let's look at the question again for a second. Okay. Desi, read the question for me, please.
How do the direct comparison of values in ancient Rome help strengthen the author's argument and use extra evidence?
Oh, I'm sorry, I saw people talking. Alright. Alright, I'm sorry. Sit down. Use this shortener. You're not going out anymore. Not doing it. Anyway, the question is, we're having some confusion, so let's stop and look at it again together. Hang on, I'm going to take those things. Really? I'll wait till we're done talking. Okay, but I asked you to stop for a second. You all should still have copies.
Oh, what?
What is the author's argument in this article?
How they're alike and different. How the U.S. government and Rome. Yeah.
Say that again, please.
How it's comparing and contrasting and informing you about Rome's government and the U.S. government.
Alright, I'm sorry, let's show that one more time.
Yeah?
I'm sorry, our classmate's still talking.
Anyway. Oh, it's comparing and contrasting and informing you about Rome's government and the U.S. government.
Okay, it's comparing and contrasting Rome's government and the U.S. government. That's what he's doing, but what is his argument?
That Rome is better than Greece.
No,
Other than
not. What is
it's
he?
better than U.S.
That might be your opinion. Okay.
Showing the connections between this.
It's showing the connections. Yes, it's showing the connection. So how would the comparison, I'm going to come around and take highlighters since we're playing. How would the comparison prove his point? How would the comparison prove his point? Now you may work.
Let's go on. I remember what
Miss Bevins, we only got 3 minutes left.
Work until I tell you.
Okay, get ready.
You can do this with my screen on. You didn't look.
How are we doing over here?
I don't have a pencil.
Okay, Dalton's got a pen. You can write one for your group. Okay, I told you guys that. Okay.
Can we just copy this and reword it?
No, sir. Desi, you alright? Since your partner's not here? How are we doing?
I need help.
Okay. What with?
Everything.
Okay. We've already told you that. I'm looking at the paper, stop. So, how did the direct comparisons in our founders in ancient Rome help to strengthen the author's argument? So we already said his argument was how close the U.S. government and Rome's government is. How does he prove that through the comparison?
Right here?
How?
Like,
You
what-
can use this to look at.
I don't have,
but
no,
you
I
just
don't
have-
have any more papers. It's the only two I have.
There's an article.
Oh, right here's some.
And that would be the article that you can use. How are we doing over here? Are we working as a group? You can do one per group. Per group.
Oh, one per group?
Yes, I told you that. I just wanted everybody to have the question.
Oh.
Miss Bevins.
But it's grammar.
How are we doing okay?
Yes.
Awesome. Are there any questions? No? Okay. Matthew? No. How are we doing over here? Good. I said you can write one for group, for your group. How are we doing over here? Okay. Are we working as a group? Yeah? Awesome.
In many ways.
Yes.
I'd already started. So.
Are we struggling, boys? What's going
Just
on?
a little
I
bit,
don't understand.
like-
I'm gonna have to read all this because I went here yesterday to comprehend it. So.
Well, honey, that's what your group's for. Taylor, help him out.
Okay, so like,
Sorry. Are we going to use the examples that you used in
Yes.
the author's argument, like,
as long as we like reword it ish?
Yes. Are we getting anywhere, guys? How are we doing?
We got our names on them.
Okay, we need a little bit more than that.
Can we restate it like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Reword it just a little bit, though. Reword it some.
Okay. One-on-one. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to get the desk back in rows. Let's start right there.
What if we're not done?
We'll have more time tomorrow, or Monday. All right, let's move it. Let's move it.
Lovely person.
Thank you, Dalton. Let's-
Welcome.
Yes. I want you to hold on to your answers for now. Thank you. I want. Why do I still have desks that are not in their rows? Thank you. Sarah's gonna pick up the highlighters. Make sure she gets them all. Make sure she gets them all. Thank you.
Over here, hi.
Okay. All right, Sarah.
Of course you will. Sarah. Highlighter.
Let's try that again. Juliet, why would you climb up the desk? No, ma'am. Let's try that. Walk around.
Thank you, Julia. That's my problem for the
Huh? You say get low.
Hey, listen.
Is it really?
I want you to hold on to your answers and the model. We will work on them more Monday. Okay, the next person talks after I type like that. We'll have to get a minor infraction. You've got to listen. Ashley. No, ma'am. I'm talking now. Step outside.
Me?
Hey, I was talking to you.
No, let's sit right there. Okay. Monday, we're going to pick up where we left off. We're going to work on the ERQ and we're going to peer grade. Are there any questions?
No.
What was our target? What was our target for today?
I can analyze how a text makes connections between events with
test will be second half of class Monday. Okay. Any questions? Okay.
Where we go now?